Hello and welcome back to Shelf Center. This is Bryce. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If this is something you're enjoying, you never know, it could happen. Well, I've got a book haul because, it's clearly been a couple weeks, so I gotta have another book haul. This is how I roll, apparently. I am learning by my essentially journal or vlog that I've been keeping here. So anyway, let's jump into, first off, the Kindle books. And we'll eventually get to the physical books, as you well know. So anyway, we gotta save the best for last though, right? All right, first things first, Kindle books, which I still love very much, and obviously it's so convenient. I did get a copy. I wasn't sure if I featured this because I pre-ordered it and then I got it, so I think I didn't feature it. Worst case, I feature it twice. I apologize if that is the case. Dreamer Awake by Liam Q.D. Hull. This is going to be, this is Liam's Lyceum. If you know the YouTube channel, he likes to focus on sword and sorcery type fantasy. It's a great channel. Absolutely love his knowledge, and way more vast than I have, especially when it comes to the sword and sorcery. So I am sure that's well reflected in his work, and I am very excited to read that. Then I also grabbed a copy of Soul Cage by L.R. Schultz. This is an author I've been following for some time. Just a great person to follow, honestly, online. And a good dude, and very excited to promote his authoring journey here. Then this is a fan of the channel, and I really appreciate it, but I bought this because I try to do what I can. I like possibly too just being in having control over my own TBR, but I really like if I can make it happen. But I bought this book by, again, a fan of the channel, Sean Bobby Kerr. I thank you very much for your interactions with me. But this is A Journey Thrice Begun. It's got a great map. Just looking through, it looks really, really professionally done, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. But I've heard on a good authority from another YouTuber, Swan Sean, in fact, that it's very good. So anyway, I'm excited. I do trust Swan Sean's opinion there. So anyway, very cool. And congratulations to Sean Bobby Kerr. That's pretty cool. Then the final book I received, this is an ARC that I received, advanced reading copy. I believe it might have just been just a reading copy. But anyway, The Trial of Rooker Flynn. This is book 2, first book being The Crimes of Rooker Flynn by A.R. Witham. I absolutely loved The Legend of Black Jack. Had a great time with it. My kids have now read it and loved it, and so I'm excited to read more from A.R. Witham. I am a little behind now. I love it when authors are pumping books out. It's so great. They are so good to their fans. I am just a terrible fan, is my problem. So I'm sorry, A.R. Witham, who is a friend of the channel and has a great channel and a great Discord that you should definitely check out. Especially does a lot of readathons. If you want to do a fun readathon that gets you, that boosts your numbers, first of all, because he's usually pretty nice about it, but also just makes it really fun to read with a great group of people. So definitely go check that out. All right, then on audio, I'm back into it. I'm not fully. I've been trying to pace myself. You can only listen to so many audiobooks at a time. And so anyway, I do have 3 here. First one, pretty much as soon as I got my credits for this next year, I got book 3 in the Dungeon Crawler Carl universe. That's going to be the Dungeon Anarchist's Cookbook. I am very excited to jump back into it, and I am in the middle of Rhythm of the War right now, and so that's definitely going to take precedence. We'll see between that and if I could fit it in between that and Wind and Truth. I'm hoping, because I love that series. Dungeon Crawler Carl, of course, again, is narrated by Jeff Hayes, and Jeff Hayes is just brilliant. Just makes everything work. In fact, the whole production of it is worth listening to these. I almost recommend it more than reading, but the reading is also, I was glued to the page when I was reading it. So you're good either way, pretty much. But if you want some cool sound effects and fun that they have, and the production value that's just super high quality, definitely check out the audiobooks on there. Then I grabbed Helldivers by Nicholas Sansbury Smith. Then Helldivers is narrated by R.C. Bray. R.C. Bray is always, you can always depend on a good narration from R.C. Bray for sure, so good one there. Then I grabbed Impact Winner Season 3. This is by Travis Beecham. I actually really enjoyed Impact Winner Season 1. I have not gotten to Season 2. It is a vampire series, and it's just a good twist on it. It's kind of like vampire, post-apocalyptic type, but cold. Also, so anyway, it's well told. It's a whole cast, so I'm not even going to start naming the cast, but it's pretty cool. All right, then finally, we're going to get physical, okay? We got the physical books, and first things first, I do like to start with graphic novels / manga. This is just the only graphic novel. I picked this up. It was super cheap. Anyway, so I just thought I'd grab it. Batman, The Dark Knight, Master Race. It's by Frank Miller, which got me to buy it. I looked it up, and I'm going, oh wait, I need to get the second book. I have read the Dark Knight Returns. The Dark Knight Strikes Again, though, I have not read. Apparently that's a mess, but I'm gonna read it. And then this one, there's mixed reviews. So it's back and forth. It seems like on the whole, it sounds pretty good. So I'm excited to read it. I do love me some Batman though, and done by Frank Miller. So I'm like, he doesn't really disappoint. I've read other things by Frank Miller. All right, this one I couldn't resist. It's actually more for my son, but probably eventually for me. We'll see. But it's a very nice, with sprayed edges version of Christopher Paolini's Murtaugh. My son has read through the main series, and so I'm excited to get him this. How cool are those sprayed edges, though? I mean, so you can find these in like every store, so they're clearly making some money off this. But anyway, I thought I'd have some fun. Get me some Murtaugh. I'll be honest, I liked just the covers with just the dragons on them, frankly. With the person, it kind of was like, it's less epic. It's just less epic. I told you, people standing. It's give me dragons and spaceships. That's what I want on my covers, okay? All right, then I found this. I probably mostly purchased because I actually think I have this in like mass market paperback, but I found this. It was very cheap at a used bookstore. Orson Scott Card, and it actually is. It's dedicated to some other random person, but I believe that's his. I looked it up. I believe it's his signature. So it's a signed version to Denzel. Maybe Denzel. No. I can't read who it's to, but it's definitely not to me. But I think it's the signed version. Let me know if you know. I couldn't resist, and I read at least one of these, and it was really good. This is just a short fiction of Orson Scott Card. All right, this is one I love Emma Wong and The Sword of Kaigen. So of course I grabbed Blood Over Brighthaven, which is being sold like all over the place. So I hope Wong does amazing with this and has an illustrious career, because we need more of her work in the world, especially after Sword of Kaigen. I love the sprayed edges. But now, of course, I want the new, I think it was the new Broken Binding one I just reported on in my last news segment. So, but I guess I'll have to settle for this awesome version. Like, woe is me, I know. All right, this is an author I've been slacking on, but I've been trying to keep up. He luckily hasn't been super productive, but he's been semi-productive since I finished the Magician trilogy, which I absolutely loved. But this is The Bright Sword by Lev Grossman. And cool cover. I'm gonna have to get this sticker off. I like the spine a lot, I have to say. I am a big fan of the spine. Might have only purchased it for that, frankly. But no, I love Lev Grossman. I'm very excited. It's a novel of King Arthur is what we get on the front, so I'm excited to see what this has to offer. But I've been a huge Lev Grossman fan, like I said, since the Magician trilogy, which is just awesome. All right, I found these at the store, and they were getting actually rid of them, and weren't going to be on the shelves. So I was like, I guess I better get them, and I got them for a discount. So here we are. But it is the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but it's the Minalima, designed and illustrated by Minalima. I mean, you got to see just alone. I don't think this is a spoiler, but I guess here's a warning. It's like a pop-up book to some degree. It's not fully, but like, I mean, you can see there, pop-up book. At points, there's, I mean, something on literally pretty much every page. It is so cool. I mean, I am just absolutely in love with this book. Literally, like, it's pretty much a picture book and a pop-up book. There you go. That's toward the beginning. And I won't show you the next one, but I mean, it even has like pullouts where you get like the letter on the next page there. I mean, it's just so well done, and it's so cool. I like, you get it, and it is kind of like, you're kind of like smashed open, but it's for a reason. So I got The Sorcerer's Stone and The Prisoner of Azkaban. The Chamber of Secrets, apparently, they did not have. I looked, I asked. Also has some very cool stuff I won't get into. I love the hippogriff right there on the front. I love the spines on this. I think that's cool. I like when they're very clearly delineated what order they go in, okay? With all the numbers. And I think they're so cool. So apparently I'm getting these now. So couldn't resist, and they're just beautiful. So that's my goal right now. I have actually a number of special editions coming in the mail. They're on the way because I just love them and they're so much fun. So anyway, cannot wait for these. There's so much TBR pile, more like TBR mountain, right? That's what I've caused for myself. But here we are. If all the authors stopped writing all these great books, I would be very disappointed and sad. So, I mean, really, I just got to find more time for reading. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So anyway, thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for all you do. I really appreciate all of the great interactions that we have, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.